It's a fantastic day to start a new life. Wouldn't you agree, Devil?
I would, sir.
Shall we sit down a bit?
Please, sir, of course.
You know what I was thinking, Davut? Do you think they will give me my own room in the Foundation headquarters building? Just a small room.
I expect they will, sir. The Foundation is yours, after all.
What do you mean, mine? I have nothing anymore. Didn't you see what just went on? I'm a man without a penny in the whole world.
I think the Trust will take care of you quite well, sir. And they'll certainly want you to be there often. You will be a great help to them. There's always a great need for someone who knows how to run the administration. Shukru? Shukru? Shukru! Shukru! Please, sir. Wake up. Help! Oh my God! Somebody help! Shukru!
My goodness. Where in the world are we? Did we get lost or something, Davut? Excuse me, sir. Pardon me, but did you see Davut? What is this place?
The gate to the land of peace.
The land of peace? I've never seen a place like this before. Excuse my amazement, sir, but I never saw anything like this before.
Your sleep is over, Shukru Tuzjolo. It is the time of the awakening at last.
Listen, friend, you're not making any sense here. What are you wearing? And what's with this mist? Where am I?
The time of confusion is over. Welcome to the land of permanent truth.
How did this happen? A little while ago, I was in the hospital.
There is always a little while before everybody's death. Each and every mortal has a number of plans and wishes and ideas, which he thinks will never end. He has friends from whom he thinks he will never part.
Huh. You see what all those medicines have done to me? All that medicine I took must have made me dopey. Ah, you just mentioned friends, and I remembered Davut.
He is sitting beside you, crying.
Oh, no. I haven't died. It's a hallucination. It's because of all those medicines. Because of that last big dose I took. I shouldn't have taken it. I haven't died. This just can't be true.
The truth is, the great meeting begins now, my friend. Look, if you please. Your good friend Davut, your daughters, your sons-in-law, look at what they are doing at this moment.
What's
Where's
happened?
the doctor?
Dad!
Where's the doctor?
Dad!
Please, hurry up!
Daddy! Dad!
It's Daddy!
What happened?
God, I think he's dead.
Come on, don't say that. How could I have died? I'm standing right here.
Daddy!
Shukru, sir. I'm so sorry. Your father is dead, man.
What? Daddy!
Shukru, sir. You can't die. We still have a lot of work to do. Please.
Sir, don't die. Doctor, please do something.
Hey, I haven't died. It's not me that's gone crazy. It must be you guys. I'm right here. Look!
This can't be! Daddy, please don't die! Please.
My God. I have died. I really have died. I'm really dead. So it's all over now.
What do you think?
Well, I had already retired completely. I had a bunch of projects still to do, but I just couldn't make good use of my time. I couldn't complete them.
Mankind is insatiable both for good and evil. He will be satisfied for either of them here. One with fire, and the other with heavenly light.
Well, I'm afraid I may burn in the fire, because the work I had planned was not complete.
What is making you so pessimistic, Shukru? Didn't you do good deeds? Didn't you carry out the duties of religion?
I tried to be as good as I could be. I was very ambitious. I was disciplined and very decisive. I gave work to many people. I gave them jobs, food, and I believed in myself. Does that count for something?
But isn't it bragging to say you gave them work and food? Is that a proper way to speak before he who gives all?
That's where the problem started. It is God who gives everything. But because I believed in myself and my abilities, I forgot this fact from time to time. I trusted my intelligence too much.
When one surrenders intelligence to the truth, it is like a staircase which carries its owner to a higher level. If its foundation and steps are solid, it always takes him from summit to summit.
I guess so. Mine turned into a free fall from an escalator going up. I started to see that I was falling quickly to the ground, but
But what happened?
I made myself fall, and I had to make myself get up. It would have been humiliating for a man like me to get up by grasping somebody else's hand.
Pride is meaningful when it is fighting against oppression. But if it is the pride of selfish nature by itself, it is truly blindness.
You're right. And when blindness comes over you, you think you are doing good things, but no. You only accept one reality, and that is your own rightness.
Welcome, Shukru, sir.
Good morning, Shukru, sir.
Good morning, sir. Welcome.
Good morning, Devut. Is the lawyer here?
He'll be here in 10 minutes, sir.
Did you tell the girls to be there?
We did, sir. Everybody will get together at the mansion at 9.
Good. And how about my ticket?
We have it, sir. You're flying out at 9:30 tomorrow morning.
Thank God. It's been a long time since I've had a vacation.
I wish you would forget about your idea, sir.
Don't interfere, Devut. Don't interfere. All of the charity work we've been sponsoring will go on after I'm gone. I've informed all the associations individually in writing of the situation. I told them the checks will continue to be issued.
Certainly, sir.
Also, all the people who are receiving help from the foundation will need to be informed of this, so let's get on that right away. The distribution of meals to all of our manufacturing workers during the month of Ramadan will continue according to routine. The scholarships for the university students will also continue as planned and be distributed regularly as they have been. I do not want anybody to be sorry that I am to be leaving now.
But we are all very sorry that you're going, sir. I wish that you would reconsider your decision. I think you still have many long years of productive service to give.
That will do, Devut. Don't give me advice. But thank you just the same. I'm very tired. Don't you think I have a right to rest a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Take this too.
But what is it, sir?
You want to know what this is? My beloved dad, he was an old-fashioned man, even before I started working. Every day he would tell me this. Son, always pay for your Social Security and guarantee your retirement. Anything may happen in this world, you never know.
So this is all your retirement salary?
It is. After I was retired from work, I never took any money out. It was like I was administering a trust fund. I'd take out the salary on the first of the month and then distribute the money to the poor, needy, and to charities and such.
Shukru, sir. You are such a thoughtful, generous person.
All right, enough. I know I've been generous and thoughtful.
Excuse me, the lawyer is here now?
Send him in. So, did you prepare the trust documents?
I did, sir.
Sir, look. Do you think your daughters can administer the holdings and take care of this?
I have 3 daughters. If one isn't able, the other 2 can. And I have 2 sons-in-law. I expect I was fair enough with all of them. Great! I'm signing the last business document in my life. From now on, you won't be able to find me. I'll be resting and relaxing. Thank God. It's over. I am finally seeing the end of my 60 years of hard work. No more accounts anymore. No more signing documents. No more administrative board meetings. No more worry over bids. I wash my hands of it all. I can do whatever I like.
You have more than deserved this, sir.
It might have seemed easy. But working this hard, for 60 whole years, I worked like a dog, running 3 factories and raising 3 girls. Having grandkids all around you, it wasn't easy being Shukru Truzjolu. Davut. Isn't that Asli?
I think it is her, sir.
What kind of sisters are you? Your dear sister's hanging around with a man who looks like some kind of a hoodlum, and you don't even seem to care at all. Is that what I taught you girls?
Daddy, look. Don't get mad when I say this, but Asli is getting ready to marry a police officer, like it or not. We warned her so many times. We said, get Daddy's permission. Look, that's what we both did. But she won't listen.
You can't do it. Marry a decent class of person, we said. You're the daughter of a great wealthy man like Shukru Tuzjolu. You shouldn't get married to some common police officer without a penny to his name.
Go talk to Dad, we said.
Get his permission, we said. Look at what he went through to raise us all alone. You owe him at least this much respect, we said, but...
She wouldn't listen.
Riza is more important to me than anything, she said.
How dare she say that? How can she not ask me? How?
Hey, Daddy. Who made you so mad this time?
You made me mad like this. You!
So I guess you heard about Riza.
Damn right. Were you too ashamed to tell me?
I didn't do anything to be ashamed about. But my dear sisters picked a great time to tell you all about this and make me look bad.
What the heck do you mean by that? If you're talking about the inheritance...
You know very well what I am talking about, don't you?
You're disrespectful. If you had had a bit of respect, you would have asked your father before you tried to get married behind his back.
Mm-hmm. Who said I wasn't going to ask him?
You.
Look, Dad, this isn't the time to talk now. Since you're going on your trip tomorrow, there's nothing to worry about.
If it's not time now, when will it be, Asli? Were you going to let me know after you got married? You have disappointed me terribly, my girl.
Daddy, can we talk about this privately?
No, we can't. We'll talk about it right here and now. I will decide who it is you will marry. I always know what is right for you, Asli. You are the daughter of Shukru Tuzjolu. My daughters can't marry just anybody they please.
Daddy, you raised me. You brought me up till now. I, for my part, have carried out all my duties. But if you seriously tell me not to marry Riza, I am afraid I will have to disobey you, Dad.
How cold and selfish you are being. Don't you see what this is doing to me? Shame on you, Asli.
I am not selfish, Dad. I'm honest.
In that case, you can have that honesty as your only share of the inheritance.
Shukru Tuzjolu has divided his entire business into 3 equal parts for his daughters. That said, the factories will be managed by Perihan. Sevgi will administer the companies, and all the sales and marketing divisions will be given to Asli.
Not anymore.
That's right. Not anymore. Instead, according to Shukru's changes, the new agreement states the administrative rights, which were to have been assigned to Asli, will be retained by Shukru. Good luck to you all in your new endeavors. Sign, please. Thanks. Good luck to you again.
Thank you.
These are all in order. Can I do anything else for you, Shukru, sir?
No, you can go now.
Have a good vacation, sir.
I've lost my desire for one. And now, I'm even thinking about not going.
Oh, don't do that. Go and relax. It's all been arranged. You have to go now, Dad.
Of course, of course. Rasim's right, Dad. Listen to him. Don't worry about anything.
Don't worry,
here.
don't worry.
Hey, Mom, where's Auntie Osley?
Shush, darling, this isn't the right time.
Come on, honey. Come on.
Come over here, Barak. Auntie Osley didn't think this family was good enough for her, and so she went out and chose to marry some common laborer. So you really don't have an Auntie Osley anymore, Barak.
So what does that mean?
Well, I'll tell you. It means that your Aunt Osley did something wrong, and so she has to stay away from us.
Why is that, Grandpa? And you're going to go and leave me alone, too.
Come on, I'm not going for good here. I just have to rest a little. I'm kind of tired. I have an idea. You can think up new projects while I'm away.
Like some new aid projects.
Of course. Yes, my big boy, new aid projects. You know, whatever bad happened to me in life was on account of the great anger I couldn't rein in. I would get so angry when things didn't go my way that I would lose my ability to evaluate things. Everything had to be under my control. I had to be pulling the strings on every project myself. I couldn't stand to give up the control. I just couldn't do it. It was as if I had fallen into some kind of a bottomless pit. I would lose my own self-control.
Whereas if you had grasped God's strings, you could have climbed out of the place you had fallen and found your way easily. Everything is not in the hands of mankind. Yes, you will lose your way if you only use your own sense of rightness as your guide in this world.
That's true. I had lost my way and I didn't even know it had happened. Was it some mistake I made that made me like this? Or perhaps my whole entire life was a great big mistake. Even now I don't know. I did something wrong somewhere. Forget finding out my mistakes. It even took time to understand that I made a mistake. I was pressed for time, and I didn't even know why I was so pressed.
Could it have been your selfishness that oppressed you?
My selfishness?
Selfishness can imprison the spirit. Anger, spite, regret, bad temperament, and not being able to stand troubles are the results of selfishness holding the spirit prisoner. When a person thinks that anything he agrees with is good, he is deceiving himself. Selfishness deceives a man into thinking that he has the right to do anything that he wants. Many mistakes will always follow this deception.
But my opposition to the marriage was for Osley's own good. I did everything in life for my children.
Didn't your selfishness taint these intentions?
Well, how could I have known that?
By examining the conditions which you were under when you made these decisions, and what the results of these fateful decisions were in your life.
Good morning, Rasim, sir. Who are these men?
They're my bodyguards.
You have been perfectly safe for months in this building, haven't you? What do you need them for now?
That's how it is now. Life is full of dangers. Some nutcase could come here and try to harm me at any minute.
However you perceive people, they will be just like you.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing at all, sir. I was just thinking out loud, I guess.
Good. Time to get used to some changes around here. Why don't you start by keeping your thoughts to yourself?
Could you please sign these documents, sir?
And what are they?
They are related to the Foundation.
What is this? Are we just giving away this much every month?
This is only part of the public aid programs we support, sir.
Are you crazy or something? Are we a charity now? No, I won't sign these papers. Take this. Let Nihat sign them if he wants to. Now get lost.
Those numbers are way too high, pal. I won't allow this much money to be drained from this company every month.
Yes, but sir, this is a routine process. Shukru must have talked this over with you before transferring control of it.
I will not sign these papers. Like I said, I won't let this much money to be drained from the company every month.
But Nihat, sir, this is not wasted money at all. It was very important to Shukru to give as much aid to the poor as he could.
No more aid for anyone. Neither this company nor this factory belongs to Shukru any longer, okay? It's all ours. We don't have any more room for beggars here now.
Come on, let's keep it going.
Davut, sir, please don't think I'm being rude, but I haven't received any money for 2 months now, and we've been budgeting according to that.
Our daughter keeps on calling us from Ankara. She has to pay for her college tuition. Since we didn't get anything from you, we couldn't send her the money.
Yes, hello? I know, Ms. Isla, I know. The checks that we sent your organization were no good, ma'am. For the 18th time, there was a technical error. That's why this happened. We will straighten this out as soon as we can, I promise you. You won't have to worry about it anymore. Thank you, ma'am. Take care.
Smell that fresh air. Ah. Told that devote 50 times. Don't call me. Whatever it is, don't call me. Don't call me. But no, nobody listens to me. When he gets in a pinch, he runs to the phone in a panic. Where on earth did he get that number from anyway?
My lord, the line just went dead.
Now I dare you to try and find me if you can. Way back then, what I had done just seemed absolutely normal to me. I got angry and then I took it out on the phone like an idiot. I did things like that all the time. I would get angry and then I'd do them.
Men love noise of all sorts, especially anger, which makes them feel right. Selfishness mounts a man on a horse of anger. It continually spurs it towards the valley of sinfulness.
Actually, I love these people. But I thought that if I was to show that love openly, they might lose all of their respect for me.
The devil has thousands of plans and schemes. He uses all of them to drag man down into his pit. He even uses feelings of goodness. He turns love into shame and anger. And then, the deceit starts when one trusts one's selfish nature.
That phone call that I thought was not important nearly destroyed everything.
There are many little things that exist in the world that are more important than great ones. The small mistake of just a single moment can ruin a whole lifetime of good work.
I know. But I didn't think about those things then, because I was so sure of myself. I try to be careful not to do hurtful things. I work so ambitiously, furiously even, and I didn't even see my own children most of the time. I had to work so much because I didn't want my children to have to beg.
It is good not to have to beg for anything. How about forgetting the sadness of those who must continually beg for their bread?
Yes, but I always had in my mind a plan to give something to the poor from my monthly earnings.
It is a good deed to give to the poor whenever you can. It is also a good deed to give to one's own children. Don't you think you should have done both?
I always thought I was doing this for the sake of God Almighty.
Doing these things selfishly for the love and grace of God.
I understood this later on, but then the burden got heavier and heavier.
I fired 18 people from work today. That old man Shukru, he filled this place with losers to waste time helping out the poor.
Man, I totally agree. Exactly. The factory's been paying 84 people to do absolutely nothing for 6 months. 5 people at the same time doing the work one person should do.
I wish you hadn't fired all those people, you guys. If my father hears, he'll be very upset.
No. Look, we cut off the aid to those organizations of his. And you didn't pay any attention.
Did you guys do that without his permission? If he finds out, he'll be so angry.
Why should he get angry about all this? We're just doing this for the good of the company. Anyway, I'm sure that Devoot guy must have told Shukru about this a long time ago.
I'm going to fire that useless Devoot tomorrow, too. The deformed parasites and all the leeches in town hang around the door from morning till night at our company thanks to this guy.
Those were the people who depended on my father. When the charity ended, they lined up at his door. What do you expect after what you did to them, Rasim?
This is all going to end now. The days of Shukru ruining this company are over now for good. Whatever's left from then, into the trash.
Renovation is an absolute must. It's a fact of life. You either evolve or die. That's why this new business center project is...
What's the matter?
It's nothing. It's nothing you need to worry about. We were planning to build a business center where your father's old mansion is.
We're going to tear the mansion down and build something brand new in its place.
You can't just tear down my grandpa's house.
And why is that?
I'll go tell my grandpa on you.
You can tell him if you can find him, kid. Your mother and your aunt don't even know where the heck he is.
Yeah, the guy's definitely gone for good. You'll never see him again in your life.
It's all your fault now. You chased him off. I miss my grandpa so much.
He really does miss his grandfather a lot.
Yeah, they used to have so much fun together.
Oh, give me a break. If he was so crazy about his grandson here, he could have just stayed with him.
Wait, hang on. How are you guys going to tear down my father's house? Isn't the building a historic structure?
We'll find a way, don't you worry, ladies. There's always a solution for every problem in life if you're creative.
Grandpa. Please come back, Grandpa. I miss you so much. I don't know what they're up to yet, but my father is doing something bad. I just know he is. Please come back to me, Grandpa. Come back.
Where the heck is that rabbit? Ah, there. There he is. Oh.
Oh. Good to see you, dear. Are you hungry?
Still missing your father?
I am. Yeah, I miss him and both my sisters, too.
So you're not sorry you married me, are you?
No, I haven't been sorry at all.
I hope you won't be in the future either.
What is it, Riza? What happened?
It's nothing.
Something's the matter. Tell me.
It's about your brothers-in-law.
Well, what's the matter with them?
I think they're up to something highly illegal.
What are they doing?
I can't figure out exactly what they're doing, but I'm keeping an eye on them now. Those guys are as crooked as they come. It seems like they're actually trying to grab complete control of your father's holdings somehow.
I wouldn't worry about that. My father kept the shares for himself that he didn't give me. They can't get complete control of the company without those.
But your father pays no attention to the company. Nobody knows where he is. Nobody's even talked to him. These guys are definitely going to make big trouble for your father. The question is when.
So when did my mansion burn down?
It's been a month, sir.
So why on earth didn't you inform me about it before, Davut?
Because it was impossible to reach you at all, sir. We called every place we could think of, but they just hung up on us.
So I don't have a house anymore, do I, Davut?
I'm afraid that's what it looks like.
All right. I don't have a home, but I still have 3 daughters. Well, 2 anyway. So, how is the company doing now?
So then for the mansion property, you will give us 35% of the business center that is going to be constructed. Are we agreed on this now?
I guess, but 35% is a lot, don't you think?
There's not a better area for investment in Istanbul than the place where the mansion stood.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you there.
Oh, Shukru, sir, welcome back. This is Shukru, the former owner of your property.
The former owner? What does that mean?
Just calm down now, Dad. We sold the mansion.
What? Why did you sell my mansion?
Well, you must have heard by now. It burned down. Now, since the house became uninhabitable, we sold it to this gentleman here to utilize the land.
This is more profitable, isn't it?
How dare you sell my house without asking me?
If you remember, you left the mansion to Barak. Since I'm acting as his guardian now, well, I think you understand. You should go to the waiting room because our meeting isn't finished.
No, thank you. Davut, I'd rather wait in your office. Let's go.
I don't have an office here any longer. I don't work here anymore.
What?
Mm-hmm.
How wrong I was when I was thinking nothing could happen to me. I thought my life was in order. My plans were in order. My corporate structure and business was in order. How I ruined myself through this lack of planning.
A good plan truly comes through knowing how to be resigned. This means knowing your weakness, doing what you ought to without fail. And lastly, accepting your destiny no matter what it is. To think that God ought to conform to your wishes and make bargains with you is disrespectful to him. Whoever is disrespectful will himself experience great disrespect from one and all.
I found it all out later. But apparently my sons-in-law had stopped my aid to everybody who I was sending it to. A whole lot of people that I'd been helping were left with nothing at all because of that selfish move.
Many times mankind does not fully understand the cause of blessings in life. He thinks they will keep coming to him without stopping. However, God diminishes them or increases them as he thinks fit, as it is his right. And a man cannot reach heaven without giving an account concerning his wealth and his relations with his children and family.
You're right. And I fell into this mistake. I thought I wouldn't have anything more to do after that with debits and credits and accounts. I worked for years, and God repaid me well. So I thought I might just have a little bit of pleasure from now on.
Wouldn't there be some indemnity to pay later? Some accounting for accumulating such wealth?
Perhaps. I helped people out as much as I could. I shared my wealth with them all. This seemed right. Hey, I could have kept a larger share for myself if I wanted. Instead, I distributed things according to my own personal beliefs.
But still, you thought that your accounting would have ended with this world. And in truth, neither the account nor the testing ends until one's spirit has been given up to its owner. A life should always pass by in continually sowing seeds for the beautiful fields of eternity.
I know. I thought everything is finished. From now on, until the day I die, no more troubles or cares for me. But it was really just the beginning.
Then there will be a great big garden surrounding the entire house. That sound good? And in the garden there will be 4 big windmills, just like this.
Huh. Aren't 4 windmills a lot for this place?
But Grandpa, I told you, this children's center would be home to about 5,000 kids.
Oh, right you are. Okay, what else?
There will be a dining hall right here. It's for all the children who live here in the home. And also, poor people from the outside can eat here too if they like.
That's not a bad idea, boy. The food is going to be cooked for all the children anyhow, so why not have the others make use of it?
Oh, haven't you gone to bed yet?
But Grandpa and I are talking over this project, Mom.
Your projects never end, do they, son? What time is it? Go to bed, or you'll be tired tomorrow.
Wait a minute, please. He can go to bed in 10 minutes.
Please, Dad, really. Don't spoil this child all the time. You've upset his sleep routine ever since you came here to stay with us. Get moving. I'll tuck you in soon. Go on. You know, he doesn't do his homework because of you, Dad. All he thinks about are these aid projects.
Is that so bad? He's going to be a philanthropist someday, like his granddad.
Your philanthropy has almost destroyed the entire company, you know, Dad.
And exactly what is wrong with my philanthropy?
Funny you should say that. I'm presenting this topic for discussion to the board of directors this evening.
What do you mean?
We have a meeting of the board of directors of the company. It's kind of a dinner party, actually, Daddy.
Okay, so why didn't you invite me?
Because you do not represent a sufficient majority now, Shukru, sir. Therefore, there is no purpose in you attending the meeting, is there? Come on, Sevgi, honey. We don't want to be late. One more thing. If you wouldn't mind going to bed now, I would be grateful, Shukru, sir. We might have some guests over later, you know.
There's nothing to eat in the fridge, but if you want, there's a number of a pizza place next to the phone, okay?
Grandpa, don't feel bad. Come with me. You can stay in my room tonight if you want. You won't have to listen to anybody from there. Come on, Grandpa. Look, we can go to sleep together in here. If you like, you can talk to Cotton Ball after I go to sleep. Whatever you want to tell him, he'll listen to.
Is Cotton Ball your best friend now?
Uh-huh. He listens to whatever I have to say. My mom pays no attention to me, but Cotton Ball knows about every one of my projects. If you like, Cotton Ball can be your friend too, Grandpa. It's pretty late, Grandpa. Let's go to sleep and let Cotton Ball sleep too. Don't be sorry, Grandpa. Please don't be sorry. When I grow up and get very rich, I'll continue every one of the aid projects you've been doing. And then some, I promise you.
When you give him a quick answer like that, he just goes crazy. Can you believe that, Nihat? Man, he always acts that way. But anyway, he deserves it.
You'll wake up my dad, Rasim.
And so what if I do? Can't I even talk however I want to in my own house?
Come on, it's just one more week. Anyway, he'll get tired and leave soon.
What? A whole nother week? Is that man really going to be staying here an entire week?
Maybe it won't even be that long, please.
I'm fed up, Sevgi.
All right, you're right. All our schedules have been messed up since my father came to stay here. I'm stressed too. Look at me. After just a week, I've got wrinkles now. What can we do, though? We can't tell him to get out. Try to understand me.
All right, honey. He was going to come here anyhow. Where else would he go? He's totally senile. I'll talk with him about it, so don't worry. In the meantime, how's the sales business going? All right. Look, here he is, I think. Okay, bye. Daddy, what's this?
This is Barack's little friend, Cotton Ball. Won't you let us into your house?
Come on, what are you talking about? Please come in.
So, there's something missing in this house.
I don't get it, Dad.
Yes, you do. You do.
So why are you talking in riddles now, Dad? What's missing in this house? We have everything. We just got new furniture, too.
Don't be like your sister with her, we bought this and we bought that. I'm not talking about things, Perihan.
So what are you talking about, Dad?
I'm talking about a child, of course.
We don't want any kids, Dad.
You're not serious.
We are. We just don't want one. Both of us work like crazy. We can't take the time off at this point. A child means a lot of time. It means less money. And who would want that?
And plus, I don't want to be all deformed, Father.
What? I don't understand.
I mean, I don't want my body to be ruined.
You must be crazy.
Look, Dad, times have changed. It's quite normal to think like this nowadays.
In that case, I guess it's abnormal that you're alive at all, Miss Perihan. Your mother, if she had thought about ruining her body, you wouldn't be here right now eating your dinner. Lord help me. Where do they learn these things?
Dad.
Yeah, that's just the way it goes. I established a huge company and ran it. But now, here I sit in this corner like some poor jerk. What was that? I know. Barack will grow up a little and he will save both of us. Just look at me now. All I have to talk to now is a bird and a 9-year-old kid. Lord help me.
What does that smell?
What smell? I don't smell anything.
This thing is what smells.
You've got to be joking. It's cleaning itself all the time. How could it smell?
Of course it does, Daddy. There wasn't any smell before it came here. Ever since this thing came, cleaning or not, it stinks in here.
So, what do you suggest now? Shall I pick up and leave? Will that make you all happy?
Did I say anything like that now, Daddy? You always misunderstand me. If you like, we can give it to the janitor's daughter. Or we can let it out and the poor animal can go free.
You're joking. What do you think? It's something like a hawk or an eagle? How is this animal going to survive outdoors? It's used to be inside a cage. It will die, Lord forbid.
All right, Dad. However you like, all right? Anyway.
What anyway?
Nothing, Dad. Nothing at all.
Would I ever abandon you? Perihan! Perihan!
Daddy, what is it?
I think you know what it is better than I do. Where is it?
It escaped. Don't you see that?
A bird can't open the doors of a cage all by himself, you know.
Daddy, you're acting like you've lost your mind here. What's wrong with you? It's only a bird. You can go buy yourself another.
My God. How could I raise such cold-hearted children like these girls of mine? I couldn't believe what I saw and what I was experiencing. Were these children always like this, and I didn't see it? Did I think that Sevgi and Perihan's love for me was real? How could they have deceived me like this for all these years?
Everything you earned for them, they wasted over the years indeed. However, they wasted all your earnings without measure because you did not give them what you should have.
A man like me could have misunderstood a situation like this?
Your answer is hidden in your question. You say, a man like me, as if you are so different. Your confidence in your intelligence and self, could this not be the reason for your trouble?
I guess my self-confidence made me blind sometimes. How could I not see how I'd gotten sucked into this whirlpool?
The divine providence has confronted you with your mistake.
This confrontation has been very harsh. I've suffered so much. Can this suffering of mine be an atonement for me?
I don't know. Everything great and small is weighed here. Then how it is evaluated, no man can know. And yet, there will be no oppression nor injustice. Nobody will be treated unfairly in this place.
This suffering has been so harsh.
What do you mean by that?
To suffer there so long, and then to suffer here too, is a great loss. So what should I do now?
This gate whose accounting is harsh, as you say, also leads to great mercy. May hope be your eternal sustenance in this great place of meeting.
I do have hope, but I haven't accumulated enough. Can I go back there again? Suppose I make up my mistakes.
The door of the world has closed for good. It is here in this place only that your repentance and the good deeds you did in the world will benefit you as you transcend this place.
God willing, because I have suffered a lot for all the things I have done.
Isn't what happens to some people just what they have done to themselves?
But I have gone through very great trials in my life. Hello.
Hello, sir.
I would like a room, please.
Of course, sir. How long will you be staying?
I can't really say exactly. For a week at least. You can take it from this one.
The balance is insufficient. Would you like to try another card, sir?
My God, that card had no spending limit. Let's try this one.
This one was declined.
Sorry about that. There must be something wrong at the bank. Hello. Dawood? Come and pick me up from the front of the Adonia Resort Hotel. I'll be waiting.
Are you hungry, Shukru, sir?
I'm not hungry. I'm not that badly off just yet.
I didn't mean it like that.
What have I done? What have I done for these things to happen to me? Was I the kind of man to deserve this?
Shukru, sir, I don't mean to interfere, but...
Go ahead, Davut, talk. Look at this. Everything is a total mess in my life. My house burned. My daughters did even worse than throw me out of their homes. My bank cards have been canceled. My reputation, my power. The great Shukru Tuzjolu. And now when I say it, it seems funny even to me. The mighty Shukru Tuzjolu. My life passed in reminding myself of this continually. How powerful I was. What a big lie. But still, I can't figure out where I went wrong.
Shukru, sir, I'll go tomorrow and withdraw your retirement savings from the bank. I think this will solve your worries, for a while at least. I'm sure that after a few days, your affairs will straighten out.
I better go, Davut. You should look after your business.
Not at all. You shouldn't have to wait in line for your money.
Why shouldn't I wait in line? Really? What difference is there between me and all the other people waiting in line? No difference at all. I'll go wait in line, Davut. Don't worry about it.
Who had the holding, Nihat? It was Sevgi, wasn't it? So as a result, 60% of the profit from this sale belongs to her, whether you like it or not.
However, when you take into account the losses we suffered from the loss of the mansion property...
What are you saying, Nihat? Don't you accept any responsibility in this business at all? If we have to look for responsibility, then...
Hang on. Excuse me, Ms. Sevgi. There is no connection with the mansion. We're here now to talk about upcoming sales issues. The mansion was a family matter. Now let's get back to the topic.
Ladies and gentlemen, a moment please. One of the most important obstacles before us is the fact that Shukru Tuzjolu is still holding a 20% share.
My sister and I have come to a joint decision concerning this. Our father's eccentric behavior lately constitutes an impediment to his voting in the administration of this company and to his abilities to be a functioning board member.
Agreed. As my older sister Sevgi has stated, we have become quite concerned about his mental health. On account of his symptoms of senility, caused by his age, and has forced us to this decision. We must now place our father under close medical supervision.
Hello, Shukru, sir. Please.
Hello, Davut. It's not so bad to wait in line at the bank. Now I feel like I'm earning my pension money.
Daddy,
And what are you doing here?
I came to see you.
Why did you wait till now to come see me? Tell me, why come now? Just to see me in this situation?
Because I missed you, Dad.
I didn't miss you. Stop. Stay away from me. I'll bet this was your idea, wasn't it?
You told me to interfere, Shukru, sir. Just calm down a minute, and maybe if you listen to what Asli has to say.
I'm not going to calm down now, and I will not listen to her. Davut, tell this woman to go home immediately, or I'm going to lose my temper.
Even if you curse me or try to run me off, I will not go anywhere, Dad. Now I want you to take a minute to listen to what I have to say.
Say what you're going to say and make it quick. I have things to do.
Dad, my sisters are trying to sell the factories and the holdings.
And how would you know all that?
Riza told me, Dad.
Who's Riza?
Riza is my husband, Dad. If you remember, he's a police officer. He works in the finance district. He knows what's been going on with all of your factories and holdings. It was arson that burned your mansion, and he's really worried about you, Dad.
Why would he be worried about me? I don't want it. There's no need for any of this information he thinks he has.
Dad, they're starting the negotiations for the sale today. Maybe you'd want to be there.
You tell your husband, I'm not a fool. There is something he doesn't know. I still retain 20% of all the holdings myself. They cannot sell it without my permission. You can tell him he's worrying for nothing.
Look, Dad, my sisters and my brothers-in-law are trying to obtain a medical report stating that you're mentally unfit to work. Riza has the proof of this. If they succeed in this, your 20% share won't mean anything any longer.
It's a lie. You're lying to me. You get out of this house right now. Go before I do something I regret. Get moving. How stupid I was back then. How idiotic I was. Why didn't I listen to Asli? Why did I break her heart once again? Moreover, it was she among all my children to whom I acted most unjustly. Perhaps she was the only one I treated unfairly in my life. Then she too left me and went away.
Didn't you chase her away?
But she insisted on marrying that man.
Asli was a mature and intelligent young woman. She wanted to explain to you her relationship with the man she wanted to marry. Why didn't you listen to her?
The one she loved was not her equal.
From what point of view?
He was a poor ordinary policeman, whereas Asli was refined and well brought up.
Was it that he was poor, or that you didn't want him that was important?
Asli wanted something that I didn't want. This was wrong. She should have obeyed her father.
She was grown up, an educated young lady. What kind of mistake did you think that there could be in her wanting to marry the man that she loved?
The man she loved was penniless. Asli was raised with the best of possible conditions. She had everything she wanted. And most important of all, Shukru was her father. She was obliged to do whatever I wanted her to do.
Certainly, it is commanded to believers to obey one's parents. But shouldn't the parents' wishes be within the limits of fairness so that their children do not suffer?
Don't I have the right to ask my daughter to marry the man I want her to?
Don't confuse your rights with your personal desires. If you put your desires in the place of your rights, one day soon you will kneel down and go so far as to worship them.
Don't say that. Every day that went by, my conscience suffered more. All because I had not given Asli her rightful share.
The suffering of your conscience is an important cornerstone on the road to the truth.
You know, by that time, my pangs of regret and pain had started to become unbearable to me.
So perhaps the key to your trials was hidden in your relationship with Asli. If you had given her what was right, perhaps the situation would have been solved.
Yes, but first, I had to get control of my affairs back. Then I could protect Asli's and my rights that had been taken away from us by her sisters. And also, this was necessary for me to protect the rights of the poor.
Shukru, sir, where are you going?
To my company. It's high time for me to take control of what is rightly mine again.
Shukru, sir, don't. I know you won't like this, but what your daughter Asli said may have some real truth to it.
No way. My own daughters would do these things to sell my factories? Davut, that is absolutely crazy. I must be going now.
Excuse me, sir, do you have an appointment?
No, and I don't need one.
Sir,
Son,
stop,
I'm
please.
Shifutu's Jolu. Can't I enter my own building? Move it! Hello? Make me some coffee, will you? What do you mean, how do I want my coffee? Don't you know how Shukrutus Jolu likes his coffee anymore? Regular, regular!
Come in, gentlemen, please.
Thanks, Ross.
Super idea.
Have a seat, guys.
Brilliant. Hello, Shukru. What a surprise.
What do you mean, surprise?
Well, you've come in here without any warning and just sat down at my desk. This is a place of business, Shukru. You should be more polite.
What are you saying? Do I need your permission to sit at my own desk now, kid?
Shukru, sir. Around 2 years ago, you gave this company to me and Nihat here. Don't you remember that?
No. I left my company in the factory to my daughters, not to you.
But they transferred it to both of us.
Yeah, that's right.
And now? Now I am taking them back from you. Is there anybody here who objects?
Shukru, very funny. Now run along.
This is what I was saying. He's starting to
All
go
right,
totally
now,
senile.
come on. We have a job to do. Come on, Dad, come on.
Let go of me. What are you doing?
Shukru,
I
sir,
can't
calm
believe you
down.
disrespect.
That's right.
How can you say that?
Dad,
Sir,
please.
let's just talk this
Would
over
you please be a little more
please.
calm in front of our associates?
What associates? What's going on
Just
here?
relax.
You're telling me you don't
We
know
are
about
selling
this
the
deal?
factory to these men. We were talking finances today.
That's right.
What the hell are you talking about? How can you sell my factory without asking? Have you all gone crazy?
That's enough, Shukru, sir. You need to leave us now. Go on.
Please.
Get off
moving.
me.
Sir.
Let's go.
Dad,
Let's
just
go.
cooperate.
Get off, I
Embarrassing
said.
us here.
Will you stop
Get out of
this?
my office,
Come on,
all
man.
of you.
Please get him out of here. Now.
Please, sir, stop.
Show some respect, you ingrates.
Is he all right? Shukru, sir. God. Shukru, sir.
Dad,
Sir,
are you all right?
Are you all
Yes,
right?
sir.
sir.
Go get an
Can you
ambulance.
hear me? Yes, sir.
Now.
Right away,
Hurry
sir.
up.
Sir, can you hear me?
I hope you feel better, sir.
When are you going to stop calling me sir, Davut?
It just feels right to me, sir.
Sit down. Didn't my daughters come by, Sevgi and Perian?
No, they didn't, sir.
Osley certainly wouldn't come.
I hope you feel better, Daddy. You gave us a real scare.
Hope you're all right, sir.
Well, you were probably right.
About what, Daddy?
They want to declare me mentally unfit and grab all the shares I'm still holding. Or, more correctly, your shares.
I know, sir. Down at the department, we've been keeping a close watch on your sons-in-law. I told Osley about it before. They're up to something now, and we need your help to stop them. We need a deposition, and your information about the company.
I'll help you if I can.
Thanks, Dad.
I never would have guessed it would turn out like this.
What do you mean?
I hurt you so much, both of you. I was so wrong about you, sir. Forgive me. Both of you. Both of you forgive me?
Oh, of course we do, Dad. We forgive you. Hey, Daddy? Daddy?
Shukru, sir?
Dad, no!
Shukru?
Daddy!
What is it? Did you think I had died?
My goodness, Dad, please don't say that.
All right. I'm going to give everybody what they deserve. Go talk to them for me. Whenever they like, I'm ready to meet the psychiatrist and do what's necessary. Everybody will see how crazy Shukrutus Jolu is.
Our school has a really big field over there. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yes, I know the place.
It's real nice, isn't it?
Very nice. And it's close to the center of town, too.
We can build a new dorm, a big library, and a giant dining hall. Then we can have that free cafeteria like I told you about.
But we will have to have a separate entrance for the cafeteria, so the poor people won't be uncomfortable when they go in and out.
You always think everything out so carefully, Grandpa.
Yeah, I think. I do think. But other people misunderstand.
Are you talking about my mom?
You know she met with me, don't you?
No, Aunt Osley said something.
I see. Listen to me, Barack. A couple of years ago, When I was giving the companies to your mother and aunt, I said something mean about your Auntie Osley.
I remember, Grandpa. You said she didn't belong in our family, and she would have to stay away from us now.
Rock, that was the biggest mistake I ever made in my life. Listen to me. Don't ever act on your prejudice about people. Evaluate them according to whether or not they are good people, and not according to their wealth or social position. Sometimes, people have a hard time understanding this. I too had a hard time. It cost me all my wealth and my business. But thank goodness I understand now.
I think you're a very good person, Grandpa.
Thank God. There's somebody who appreciates me around here.
Have you made your mind up, sir?
I have, Devoot. You've asked me 50 times today, and I'm certain I'm not going to change.
But this will be a devastating blow for the children, sir.
Why, Devoot? Don't they already think I'm too crazy to run the business?
Yes, but look, sir, this really is crazy.
Well, you might be right. All my days have passed with such madness. That's life. You win some, you lose some. Anyhow, Osley had the lawyers prepare the business?
Yes, sir. A new paragraph was inserted to establish the new foundation.
Devoot, I'm putting you in charge of Barak. Because in a little bit, things are going to get very rough in here.
Don't you worry, my friend. Don't you worry.
Yes, but Shukru, sir, a little while ago you said you were born in 1935.
No, sir. What do you mean? I said I was 35 years old today.
Are you certain that you're really 35 years old?
I just asked my mother this morning. She told me.
But we thought your mother had died, sir.
No, my mother is alive. She's 155.
Thank you, Shukru, sir. We won't tire you any further. This company that you own, do you insist on managing that company?
Of course. I'm hiring 1,000,006 more workers. We have to increase production.
1,000,000 people? Hold on. Only 700 people can work in your factory. The report you gave us here says so.
I guess that report is wrong. I have 70 factories now, and I'm the manager of them all. Uh-oh. Why are you all looking at me like that? Am I telling you lies? There will be 100 more. I will manage all of them. I will hire 50 more people.
Thank you, Shukru, sir. This meeting is finished.
It's over now. Everything is ours.
That old loon can never assert a right to control his shares ever again.
Finally, everything is the way I want it. Right? Don't worry.
Your father has lost all of his mental faculties. In this situation, he cannot manage the company effectively anymore. His heirs now have those rights.
Very well. Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry.
Now it's settled. We'll do it tomorrow. We'll have a meeting of the board of directors and transfer the shares to ourselves.
That'll be a piece of cake. I talked to the lawyers today. They know all about it.
But you're too late. Before you got the report that he was unfit to run his own company, my father transferred all the shares to me.
What?
Huh?
I'm transforming the company into an educational trust under my father's wishes.
Can you do something like that?
Are you insane, girl?
How could you do something like that, Osley?
Come on. How could you have this authority?
If you had read the regulations from the foundation of the company, you'd know that concerning the transfer of shares, a vote of 1/3 of the new shareholders is sufficient to transform the company into a charitable trust.
Oh,
Nihat, what is she saying?
It's all over, Perihan. Shukru got us before we could get him. We're finished. We don't have anything left.
So what had been ours before is now your trust fund?
Maybe you should have thought about this sooner.
That was absolutely ingenious. Good for you, sir.
And they deserved it, Davut. They lost their minds over all of my money. And I lost my mind over them?
I expect they're really going insane now after what you just did to them.
It's a fantastic day to start a new life. Wouldn't you agree, Davut?
I would, sir.
Shall we sit down a bit?
Please, sir, of course.
You know what I was thinking, Davut? Do you think they will give me my own room in the Foundation headquarters building? Just a small room.
I expect they will, sir. The Foundation is yours, after all.
What do you mean, mine? I have nothing anymore. Didn't you see what just went on? I'm a man without a penny in the whole world.
I think the Trust will take care of you quite well, sir. And they'll certainly want you to be there often. You will be a great help to them. There's always a great need for someone who knows how to run the administration. Shukru? Shukru? Shukru! Shukru! Please, sir. Wake up. Help!
And that's all. I just don't know whether I did right or wrong. I couldn't make good use of the opportunities given me. I wanted to make up for my mistakes, but my life just wasn't long enough.
If you had survived, would you have continued to carry out your projects?
I would. I had firmly decided to. I wouldn't have had any time left for any pleasure or entertainment. You don't go empty-handed when you go someplace. Lord, I didn't come empty-handed. I brought my mistakes. All I brought is this heavy load piled on my shoulders. Even mountains cannot handle this much weight.
For good reason. One will tremble much in this place. But hope is an unfailing resource here that strengthens man. Great fear and great hope. Hope of mercy and more mercy. Hope of fear turning to mercy.
It's all very hard for me. My sack is finally empty now, and I haven't yet made up for my mistakes.
Your suffering on account of your mistakes, your intentions and decisions that you have made, I sincerely hope will cause the cascades of mercy to overflow.
Can I have hope now at long last?
True hope is for those who knock on the door of mercy. As the human being perceives his Lord, so will his reward be.
I always believed the Almighty Lord was so merciful in all my life. I swear. I've made mistakes, and I've strayed from the path. But I always kept the hope that He would show me mercy.
There is no lie in the confrontation with conscience. Those who are truthful will be rewarded.
The ink of life in the pen of power has come to an end. In this great meeting place, stretching to endlessness, no one has suffered injustice or been treated unjustly. If good things have been given, they were given graciously, as a favor.
Thanks be to you, my God. How generous you are. You have rewarded me even for those things that I wanted to do. I am unworthy, my God. Everything comes from you. Everything is your graciousness, my God.